Brad Johnson here from johnson.audio, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about motivation for musicians. Now, being a musician, in my opinion, is one of the hardest callings you can have on your life. It is one of those deals where you just burn inside with music. You know you're meant to be on this planet to create music, but there is no clear-cut path. Now, more than ever, it is the Wild West when it comes to being a musician. We have to understand that, there's a creative side to being a musician, learning your craft, being really good at your craft, and knowing that this is what you're built for. And then nowadays, you kind of have to start wearing a bunch of different hats. You have to get into marketing and sales, and you have to learn business and internet marketing and all this kind of crazy stuff that necessarily isn't that fun, especially if you're a musician and all you want to do is play your guitar, write songs, record bands, whatever it is. But this is just the reality that we live in. And it's time that we step up to the plate and make the most of the modern age and these modern tools. It goes well beyond just the home recording studio. It's now also in the ways that we can market and reach people and get people interested in who we are and our brand. Because essentially you are a brand, whether you're an engineer, a musician, a drummer, a bass player, a guitar player, whatever it is that you are a brand. And you have to understand what your brand is and move forward from that place. I know I'm talking about motivation, and really, if you are a young kid watching this, I pray that you find a route and an avenue sooner than later. For me, I am 30 years old, and I have been doing music my entire life, and I've gone in and out of things, but I never really found that one groove that just takes me for the long haul. And I believe that building up this YouTube channel, building up my website, building up my productions is the way for me for the long run, because I really just want to inspire people to write awesome songs, to record awesome songs, and to do it as a team. Just look around you and take a step back and realize that we are living in an era not only where you could have your own awesome home recording studio and you can make awesome music, but you have the ability to reach out to other musicians out there in the world and collaborate with them. And you don't even have to be in the same city, the same continent. Like, you could find an awesome drummer who fits the vibe of your song and on Sound Better or wherever, and you could reach out to them and you could hire them for your song. And a lot of these people will do fast turnarounds because they're professionals. They're a brand as well. And we're really living in the days now we are personal brands. And you need to understand your personal brand, build that out, and start networking with other people, because that's going to be the way it's going to work for your future as a musician. It's going to be the way that you're going to find gigs. It's going to be the way that you get paid. And you really have to understand that there's no more divide between you and the world around you. There's no more superstars. There's no more me and then I have my fan base. Yes, there's truth to all of that, but really, they say nowadays all you need is 1,000 true fans and you can have a full-time living. And those 1,000 true fans, guess what? You're going to have to interact with them. You're going to have to be in life, in communion with them. Doesn't mean that you have to invite them over to your house or you have to go out to coffee with them, but they expect that you are there and that they can talk to you and reach out to you, and you'll respond and be a human being to them. So really, I really want this video just to kind of drive in the fact that you need to see yourself as a personal brand. You need to see yourself as somebody who has something to give to others, and that is your craft, that is your music. And to really dive in and be really good at what you do, but then also understand that you have to learn the other side of the game. You have to learn that marketing. You have to learn that business. You have to learn those things, because that's what's going to get you from being an amateur to a professional. Yes, I've spoken to in a previous video that being an amateur is one who just dreams and doesn't do, and a professional does every single day. Well, guess what? It's beyond just practicing your craft. You can't sit there and build, the best song in the world and expect people to just come and hear it and listen to it or care. You need to develop the story. You need to develop the thing that makes them want to interact with you, interact with what you're doing, and that's going to be what they're getting out of it. And that's really that's the motivation for the musician out there, is that we can reach more people now as an independent musician than any other time in history. Now, obviously, that's going to make it harder in some ways because it makes the market super saturated. But trust me, most people don't work. It's a lot of dreamers, a lot of talkers. Be the person that dives into their craft, dives into their brand, dives into their marketing, dives into their sales, dives into what it means to be a small business owner, because that is essentially what you are. And you will go places. I'm going to go places. And I can't wait for this channel to be looked back on in 2, 3, 4, 5 years and seeing what progress came from just being diligent, doing the work, respecting the craft, respecting your audience, building a tribe of people, whether it be the people that you work with on your music or the people that you distribute your music to. And I look forward to that day to see what happened and just the progress. And so I'm just gonna leave that out there for you. If it inspired you, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. It helps me get this message out to more musicians. I am Brad Johnson at johnson.audio, where I just want you to make excellent music. I will see you on the next video. Bye.